Okay, I got my hinges pretty much ready. Now, I always like to lean these doors down against the wall. Like this. These are hollow core doors. Most interior doors are hollow core. And so I just set it like that. Okay? I've just got it like that. I've got the hinge cutouts facing out. You see, facing out this way, facing out, lean it up against the wall. Now, in new construction, if you don't have the carpet down, I would just take some carpet pad, or I take just my little knee pad, and I would set it down on one side, one end or the other, and just let it stick out so I don't bugger up or scratch or mark up the face of the door. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm gonna do for setting it up. Okay, and I've got my hinges. I've got my hinges here. I always pop the hinge pin out first a little bit. Now you can put the hinges on the door first, and then poke out the hinge. Okay, so I'll just get these and set them down where I need them. Okay, and of course I gotta get my screws. Get my screws ready. I've got my little drill here. Okay, let's see how I'm gonna set this up so that you can kind of see what I'm doing without me being in the way, right? You don't have to rush. See, I can pull that out, and of course I've got the door facing forward. I want the hinge, so that way I know which side the hinge should be facing. I don't want to put them all on there and then pull the hinge pin out and then later think, oh, okay, I'll just pop it in that way. I like to do it the way that they come. And you can't just set up all your doors. I would set them all up. You know, if I was doing 15, 20 doors in a commercial tenant improvement or a house or something, I'd set all these up on the wall, and I would have a system. And you can't just put them all the same direction, because left-hand swing doors maybe are facing this way. Right-hand swing doors maybe are facing the other way. So you're not always going to have 3 knuckles on here. Sometimes you're going to have only 2 knuckles on there, right? For a different handed swing door. Okay, so I usually like to look at the screw holes, and if I see one like this one here, if I were to put that screw in first, the hole is drilled too far that direction. So if I put that one in first, it's going to slide this hinge over just a hair. If you follow me? So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at the ones that are centered or off to the right, and I see the top one is, so I'm going to do that one first. The middle one is slightly pushed over that way. This one's even further, but so I'm going to do the middle one first, and hopefully that's not going to slide out because I've already got that one tight. Okay, that's nice and snug now, and because that one's over, as I tighten it up, it's just going to roll over into position. There's no way that one's going to pull out. I got it nice and smooth. If you didn't know that one tip, and you put that one in first and then did these, you're going to have a gap right there. Then when you put then forevermore, you're going to have a gap. Whenever you open the door, and if that one's at eye level, you're going to see that. Or somebody else is going to notice it. Or your hinge knuckle, your hinge pin's not going to go in exactly right because this one's pushed over and the one on the door frame is pushed straight. So, you know, different little things to be aware of, you know. So we'll put this one in next. I'm just going to pull. Let's just leave that in, okay? I usually take it out because then it wants to fall off, see? So if I'm doing it, I could set all these up. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Set them all up on the door. Now that middle one, I'm doing that one first. These other two are slid over just ever so slightly. But see, now that middle one is going to hold these other two. And it's almost like that pushed it, but nah, it looks okay. Because that one's in the middle, these two are off to the side. Both of these should stay in place. I've got that ratcheted type drill. And so that's why it's making that. I'm not stripping the screw or anything. Okay. I like the ratcheted drill better than the other. The only problem with the ratcheted drill, you can't drill in drill bits and stuff because you got to pull this out, pop that out, and you've got the end like that. You can get a drill bit with these ends, but still, I find that lots of times your drill doesn't really want to work before it starts chattering. So I've got a regular drill too. Okay, I'm going to do the middle one first. And see, because I got it held out away from the wall, I don't even have to do anything. If you put it too close to the wall, you could have the whole thing slide. You just have to be careful. Okay. Okay, that's all I have to do for that. That door is ready to be installed. So now I take the other portion of the hinges, and I'm going to set this up over here, and I'm going to put these hinges on. It's simple, Simon, man. You can do this. Don't pay somebody else to start rehanging your doors. This is because I didn't install these doors brand new. Okay, I repainted them, and if you've been watching all my episodes, you'll see all the different things I had to do on making these doors fit. Lots of them were sagging beforehand. You don't want to fix a sagging door after you paint. Think, I'll just do it later. No, do it first in case something happens. You have to adjust something, or you make any marks on the existing door frames, the door jamb, the side of the door jamb, whatever. So I had to tweak some of these door frames and all that kind of stuff prior to taking them down. Then I took them down, took all the hinges off, took the doorknobs off, and then I painted them. And I set it up all out in the garage. And I show you even how to paint a door. And, you know, it's back on one of my other episodes, okay? Look for it on my channel.